Welcome to another amazing day for you and I to engage and do awesome together. And for me to welcome you to Awesome Living with Cheryl Pullins. I am your host, Cheryl Pullins. During today's show, you will learn the 4 dominating components of what makes up your awesome. If you are an entrepreneur, you will discover the one thing which sets you apart from everyone else when it comes to your business. You will also learn how to use your awesome to create an extraordinary life, not just for yourself, but for others too. Now, before we begin with today's learning, I want to personally invite you to come play and do awesome with me. Visit iCoachWomen.com to learn more about how you can work with me. Why? Because I help success-driven, aspiring, new, and stuck women entrepreneurs who are frustrated and overwhelmed to build powerhouse brands and create an extraordinary life by empowering them to discover their divine assignment, design their destiny, and release their brand of awesome to the world. By visiting iCoachWomen.com, you can also get information about my new book, What Every Diva Must Know About Starting Her Own Business. So, what's your awesome? There is a long list of words which are similar to the word awesome. Words like grand, majestic, breathtaking, impressive, magnificent, and the list goes on. When I started working on defining my message and my brand, I wanted to have a word which people would immediately associate with me when they heard it. It was part of my top of mind strategy. For example, when you hear phrases like, just do it, or what I know for sure, or maybe, let's get ready to rumble, your mind makes an immediate connection. When you hear just do it, your mind immediately thinks of Nike. When I hear or read the phrase, what I know for sure, I immediately think of Oprah. Or how about this one? Let's get ready to rumble. What comes to mind? Boxing, right? That was my top of mind plan when I decided to intentionally start using the word awesome. I chose this word because it had become a natural part of my conversation. It was authentic to me. When I see or hear something I really like, typically my first response is, that's awesome. However, the more I think about using the word awesome as a part of my brand, the more I realize that we all have awesome inside of us. I started to understand that when it came to individuals, awesome is unique, it's personal, and it's what sets each of us apart from one another. It defines who you are in a personal and individualized way. Awesome doesn't just mean something is great, but when it comes to you, it's about your greatness. I'm going to repeat that. Awesome doesn't just mean something is great, but when it comes to you, awesome is about your greatness, the stuff that you are made of from within. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, but Cheryl, I don't have any greatness inside of me. I don't have what it takes to be awesome. I'm not special. Okay, first of all, that, my dear, is a lie you have chosen to believe for far too long. You must begin to remove those sabotaging thoughts by replacing them with empowering thoughts and words like, I am beautifully and wonderfully made. I am smart, creative, and brilliant. I have what it takes to create an extraordinary life for myself and my family. Everywhere I go, doors of opportunity open for me, and I am ready and equipped to walk through those doors with confidence and clarity of vision. I am awesome. What's your awesome? Your awesome is made up of 4 dominating components, which are all unique to you. And they are 1, your divinely imparted gifts. 2, your divine assignment. 3, how you deliver what you do. 4, what differentiates you from the rest. I'm going to repeat that for you. Your awesome is made up of 4 dominating components, which are all unique to you. Number 1, your divinely imparted gifts. Number 2, your divine assignment. Number 3, how you deliver what you do. And number 4, what differentiates you from the rest. Now, if you're familiar with my style, you know that we're about to dig just a little further to open these truths so you have something you can work with to help jumpstart your day, your week, your month, or whenever you are listening to this podcast. Divinely imparted gifts. This means that when you were created, you were encoded with God-given gifts, and you arrived here on earth with those gifts awaiting for you to discover them and the purpose of their use. Now, before I go too far, I don't want to assume that each person listening to this podcast knows what their gifts are. That would be a poor assumption on my part. If you don't know your gifts, your divinely encoded abilities, then I recommend that you take a gifts assessment. There are many options available to take this assessment free of charge. Just do a Google search and take one. To make the idea of divinely imparted gifts clear, these abilities are innate. You can't learn them, and no matter what you do, you cannot get rid of them. But what you can do is choose whether or not you use them, and also whether or not you honor them. Your divinely imparted gifts are not about you, but about how you have been naturally equipped and pre-selected to serve others. There are people in the world who need your gifts. But as long as you stay in a negative, self-sabotaging mindset, there are many people who won't get what they need to become who they need to become. One of the most selfish things you can do is to withhold your gift. It was given to you to give to others. Find out what your gifts are and use them for the betterment of those you have been called to serve. Being called to serve is a great segue into number 2, your divine assignment. Your divine assignment is the only reason you are here at this appointed time. It's the reason you exist. It's why you are allowed to take up space and resources. Champion boxer Muhammad Ali said, "Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth." I'm going to say that again. Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. The whole reason you are here is to serve humanity. It's your divine assignment, also known as your purpose. Now, you might be thinking, Cheryl, I have no idea what my divine assignment or my purpose looks like. Yes, you do. You just don't realize that you already know. Let me dispel a myth. Your purpose is not something you have to find. It's something that is already in you, but you must pay attention to the nudges and connect with it. Your purpose is not some lost and elusive idea that is hidden under a bushel. It's actually right there in plain sight. But sometimes we're so busy looking on the outside and looking at others that we don't realize we already have what it takes. Your divine assignment is the call on your life to help change, shift, and transform the lives of others. What makes it awesome is that you get to choose how that's done. For example, I choose to walk out my divine assignment by empowering women to create extraordinary lives through entrepreneurship. Have I pretty much always known that my divine assignment is to empower and transform the lives of women worldwide? Yes, I did. I always knew what I was supposed to do, but I did not always know how I was going to do it. So this takes us to point number 3, delivery. How you walk out your divine assignment. What delivery method will you use? Remember my example of myself? I walk out my divine assignment of empowering women to create extraordinary lives by teaching them the principles, techniques, and strategies of entrepreneurship. Imagine you're going to a wedding and you're going to take a gift with you. You select this beautiful piece of Waterford crystal for the newly married couple. But then you decide that you aren't going to wrap it or put it in one of those fancy decorated wedding gift bags. You decide you're just going to show up and plop it on the table with no card, no wrapping, just the gift. The truth is, your gift won't look so appealing, and you have deprived the couple of experiencing the anticipation of unwrapping the gift. This is how I want you to think about the delivery of your awesome. Your awesome is partly made up of your divinely imparted gifts and your divine assignment, but you have to wrap it in something that people want to receive. You have to show up and present your gift in a way that people can't resist the desire to experience what you offer. Remember, your gifts are for the benefit of others, and it is up to you to wrap it in a way that is appealing, irresistible, and downright awesome. Our last point of what makes you awesome is differentiation. What makes you so different from everyone else who is doing the same thing you are doing in the world? I love using this analogy because people really understand it. Plus, it's real world stuff. Fast food hamburger restaurants. There are many of them, right? Let's see. There's McDonald's, there's Wendy's, Burger King, and oh yes, you can't leave out Five Guys or my husband's West Coast favorite, In-N-Out Burger. Now, look at that. We just named 5 different places who all specialize in what? Hamburgers. Wendy's has old-fashioned hamburgers. Burger King has have your way burgers or have it your way burgers. Five Guys only serves the well-done burger. In-N-Out Burger only sells hamburger sandwiches. They don't sell salads or chicken, just burgers. Of course, they have fries and beverages, but their mainstay is burgers. And then we have McDonald's with the Big Mac. 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. I have seen and heard it many times. People using the excuse that they can't get started because someone stole their idea. First of all, there's nothing new under the sun. And even if they did poach your idea, guess what? So what? That has nothing, and I mean nothing, to do with you and your divine assignment to use your gifts to serve humanity. And if you are using the copycat excuse as a reason not to serve, shame on you. Remember, I said earlier, your gifts are not about you. So get over yourself on that one and serve humanity. Because no one, and I mean no one, can do it, bring it, or deliver it like you. Why? Because you have the differentiator. You have the stuff that makes you different from the rest. You have your experiences, your personality, your knowledge, your skills and talents, your creativity, and your vision. All of these are unique to you, and no one can duplicate your uniqueness. As the Cowardly Lion of the Wizard of Oz said, not no way, not no how. Don't get caught up in letting your ego tell you that because someone is doing what you're doing, now you can't do it. Tell your ego to go take a seat and you move forward with your awesome. Do you think Dave Thomas let the fact that McDonald's was already selling hamburgers stop him from serving his old-fashioned burger? No, he decided he was going to do the same thing, but do it different. Whew, I know that was a lot to take in, but it is time out for pretend and excuses. It's time for you to release your brand of awesome to the world. You have divinely imparted gifts. You have a divine assignment. You can creatively determine how you deliver your awesome. And you certainly have a list of differentiators, which sets you apart from the rest. What's your awesome? You are. You are the awesome that the world needs. I love how Kid President says it. He says, what will you create that will make the world awesome. Nothing if you keep sitting there. We were made to be awesome because it's everybody's duty to give the world a reason to dance. So get to it. Create something that will make the world awesome. This has been your host, Cheryl Pullins. Thank you for listening and doing awesome with me. Awesome Living with Cheryl Pullins is a production of Awesome Lifestyle Inc., a business and lifestyle empowerment company that helps women to step into their power, embrace their authenticity, and release their brand of awesome to the world. I invite you to come play and do awesome with me at iCoachWomen.com and learn more about how you can work with me, because I help frustrated and overwhelmed, aspiring, new and stuck women entrepreneurs build powerhouse brands and create freedom-based lifestyles by understanding their mission and developing their clear path to profit while releasing their brand of awesome to the world. Until next time, stay fabulous, live empowered, and keep rocking your awesome.